listen. It says here that Bitcoin is bad because it has no value backing. What a terrible thing to say. It makes me so mad.
That's one of the criticisms often written in the media.
Hey, does Bitcoin really have no value backing? What is the truth about that?
The uploader here seems to think into it just like money.
Huh? What does that mean? It is unclear whether it has value backing or not.
By the way, do you even know what value backing means?
Huh? Now that you mention it, I guess I sort of know, but also don't he. What does value backing mean?
The term value backing is used in two different ways, which makes things confusing.
Two meanings.
Does it have physical backing? First, is it issued based on a real, tangible thing?
Huh? I don't get it at all. What does that mean?
For example, here is a rice voucher issued by a rice shop. This guarantees you can exchange it for rice, right?
Yeah.
This means it has backing in rice, and the rice voucher as value is backed by rice.
I see.
So, what about Bitcoin?
It doesn't seem to have physical backing. I don't think it is issued based on something, like rice.
There's a lot to talk about, like electricity and computational power, but let us set that aside for now. For people who aren't familiar with Bitcoin, they might think but it doesn't have physical backing. So Bitcoin has no value backing, but there is something a bit strange about this way of thinking.
Strange?
The money everyone uses every day, does it have some physical thing backing it?
How money? Like a 10,000 yen bill? Is it backed by something? Does it?
It doesn't. In the past, money was issued based on gold. Central banks issued money according to how much gold they held, and you could exchange your money for gold at the bank.
I see.
But in 1971, that system was abolished worldwide, and money could be issued without being tied to gold reserves.
Oh, I think I saw something in a textbook about the Nixon shock, ending the gold standard.
That's right. Under today's fiat money system, money is issued without any value backing.
What then in T? That's the same as Bitcoin.
Exactly. Just like Bitcoin has no physical backing, currencies like yen and dollars also have no physical backing. Backing by trust. Another thing to know is whether it has trust-based backing.
Trust?
To put it simply, it's whether there are people who want it. For example, here is a 10,000 yen bill. Do you want it?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I can buy a lot of things with 10,000 yen.
Then here is a handmade bill, 10,000 kuma. Do you want it?
No, I don't.
Oh really? Why not?
Because I can't buy anything with it.
Well, that is true. You wanted the 10,000 yen bill because it is trusted as money that everyone uses, right? Like you can buy things with it or everyone believes it can be used.
Exactly. Also that is what backing by trust means.
Okay, then let us say here is a wallet app that manages Bitcoin.
I want it.
Well okay people who believe Bitcoin has value, we want Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's system is transparent. No one can change it arbitrarily, and more people recognize its value as a new form of money.
That does seem to mean Bitcoin is trusted.
Backing by trust can differ depending on the person. For example, Japanese yen is essential for people living in Japan, but for people overseas, yen is hard to use and its value is decreasing against the dollar, so they might not want it.
What people want varies from person to person.
For instance, in some countries, the government secretly prints a huge amount of money. The money is distributed in the form of subsidies or relief payments. It is possible the money is being printed to divert public dissatisfaction.
What is that okay? That kind of bad.
For citizens who need immediate cash, it might seem good, but
from the perspective of people in other countries, money being printed in large amounts is hard to trust. Because if someone brings a lot of newly printed money to my shop and orders a ton of ice cream, I do feel like something is off.
Exactly. But under the current system, money can be issued in large amounts without any backing like gold. That's why more people are starting to distrust money issued by governments.
I see. So that's why some people are drawn to Bitcoin.
Bitcoin isn't issued by any country or company, and its total supply can't be arbitrarily increased. Check the price. This shows the price of Bitcoin in dollars over time.
In 2021, it was around 64,000, but by 2024, it has risen to about 100,000. That is roughly a 1.6 increase over 3 years.
Next, let us look at Bitcoin's price in Japanese yen.
Wow, when viewed in yen, Bitcoin's price increase looks even more dramatic. In 2021, it was about 7.4 million yen, but by 2024, it has around 14 million yen, a two-fold increase over 3 years.
Keep in mind that the yen has weakened against the dollar. In 2021, $1 was about 110 yen, but by 2024, it fluctuates around 150 yen.
Because the yen is weaker, it makes Bitcoin's price rise seem even more significant.
Among those interested in Bitcoin overseas, some argue if anyone should be paying attention to Bitcoin, it is the Japanese.
In daily life, most people don't think much about the yen or its value, but it might be worth stopping to consider.
Coming back to the idea of trust-based backing,
to put it simply, it is about whether people want it.
There are many people who trust the Japanese yen and want it.
Similarly, there are many people who trust Bitcoin and want it, and that is the reality we live in now.
Several countries have announced plans to hold Bitcoin in reserve, and globally Bitcoin is seen as a trusted asset. That is undeniable. For reference, if we look at market capitalization, Bitcoin ranks among the world's largest companies.
The top spot goes to gold, but wow, Bitcoin ranks higher than silver.
Some people might think Bitcoin is a risky investment with no trust behind it, but I hope they all reconsider based on the current facts. Comparing the value backing of Bitcoin and the Japanese yen, neither Bitcoin nor the Japanese yen has physical backing, right?
But both seem to have trust-based backing. Oh, that is what I meant earlier when you said in T, it's the same as money.
If someone claims Bitcoin has no value backing, the natural question to ask is, well, does the Japanese yen have value backing?
There are so many people who trust Bitcoin, so saying Bitcoin has no value backing feels strange to me.
Some might argue Bitcoin isn't issued or guaranteed by a government, so it can't be trusted. But gold and silver aren't issued by governments either, yet they're recognized assets that many central banks hold as reserves. Bitcoin is also being adopted as one of the reserve assets by various countries.
I hope even those who dismiss Bitcoin as untrustworthy can take a moment to understand these realities.
Side note, Japanese newspapers and online news outlets still casually write, Bitcoin has no value backing, even recently.
Oh, I know. I heard they wrote that even on the day Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Dante, it seemed like Japanese media just hates Bitcoin.
That could be part of it, but I feel like it has more about being unable to change perceptions that have already spread, or sticking to outdated templates.
So reality show, even when global trends shift, it is not uncommon for Japan to lag behind.
But I really think it has time for media professionals to update their understanding of Bitcoin.
It is an era where it is important not to blindly trust what the media says and instead seek out accurate knowledge on your own.
So shall we wrap it up here for today?
Yeah, that is enough heavy talk for now. Let us gush about how cute Bitcoin is instead. Round, durable, and perfectly tilted. The real value backing is my love for it.
That's right.